Hello everyone, today what we're doing is going to be setting up the time and date for the SpyPen Hidden Camera 720p. Now I'm going to show you exactly what we're doing because before starting the recording here, I've actually took the pen out of the box and started recording with it just to show you that out of the box the time and date is always going to be wrong. So down here, type in this PC. It'll bring you to a window like this one, and you can see that I have a couple hard drives here plugged in. This one here is the pen, so I'm going to double click on it, and it's going to bring you to an area that looks like this: audio, photo, and then video. I recorded a video, so I'm going to double click on that one to watch it and pause it immediately. And this is what I'm talking about right down here. So according to the pen, it thinks it's 2017 March 17th at 10:19 a.m. So it is actually, in fact, November 8th, 2018, 10:10. So it is off completely. So what we want to do is we want to fix this, change it, update it. That way, when we are using this in the field, the time and date is accurate. So I'm going to go down to the website here. If you haven't been to the website yet or don't remember how to get to it, it's spycenter.com. That's SPYCENTRE.com. And then you can type in the part number, which is 6674. Up here in the search all products window, and you'll see the product here. And then what we're going to want to do is scroll down just a little bit to where it says click here for device support. When you click on it, it's going to bring you down here and you're going to see the instruction manual, the quick start guide. We handwrite all of our own manuals. There was a manual that came in the box, but it is in small font. It's not easy to read. It's not organized well. So what we do is we write our own and make it available for you to view. And it goes through everything: how to record files, how to do audio, picture only, all this stuff's in here. What we're most interested in is down here where it says how to set up time and date stamp for Windows. So it says when the device is off, plug the device into your computer with the cable. So I've already done that. If you choose action pop-up. Okay, so what this one's here is saying is that a lot of times Windows will pop up with an actual window up here and says, hey, we've seen you plug something into your computer. Do you want to see it? If it doesn't, that's not a big deal. You can go down here where it says this. That's where I went down here before and I typed in this PC and brought up this window. So if it doesn't prompt, it's not a big deal. Type in this PC and then double click and show up here. This is where they want us to be. So I have this open twice. I'm going to close one of them. Okay. Next, it says in the root folder there will be a file named time. By root folder, what they mean is whenever you double click on this, this is the root section here, your root drive. Everything comes out of that. That's why they call it a root. So double click on this initially. This is your root folder. There is indeed a file in here automatically named time. Double click on the time file to open it, and then it says in the text document notepad you can enter or adjust the timestamp. So let's go ahead and double click on it. Okay, so there is a time and date here. So let's just go ahead and update this. So I'm going to go ahead and click here. 18. It is 11:08, and then this is the time. So it is 10:12. It's actually 10:13. So let's just do 13. Okay, now what this Y here means on the end is whether or not the actual time and date stamp shows up completely. So like, let me show you. Okay, if I put, right now it's set to Y, so this is displaying. If I change that to an N for no, this area, this whole thing won't even show up. It'll just be video here. You won't see the time and date at all. There's not really a purpose most of the time for our customers to hit no for that. Most of them want to show the time and date so that they can prove whenever it happened. I generally recommend leaving it on unless the time and date doesn't matter to you, in which case you probably won't be setting it up anyway. So once this is set up accurate, just go ahead and hit the little X up here and hit yes, you do want to save the changes. And then let's see what the next step is. So once to insert time left, file goes save. Okay. Unplug the unit from your computer and start a recording. Okay, so let me go ahead and close out of this one. Okay, so now I'm going to unplug the device from my computer and start a recording. I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I'm back with you now. So I unplugged the device from the computer. started recording, and then plugged it back in. So I'm going to get to the device by going down here and typing in this PC, opening up the root folder here, and then double clicking. I made a video, so I'm going to double click on the video folder. Okay, so here's the new file I just made, and I'll double click on it to play it, and you can see that the time and date is accurate now. So 2018, November 8th, 10:13 a.m. and 6 seconds. That's perfect. That's exactly when I recorded the file, and it worked exactly the way I wanted it to. So now that I have these two test files, I don't need them anymore because I've already done, they've done their job. I don't need them. So I can do one of two things. I can either delete them individually by left clicking once to highlight it and then hitting the delete key. I can also right click on one and go down to delete, or my preferred method is if you left click and hold and drag your mouse, it'll create this little box. And what this does is anything this box collides with, it selects. See? So if I left click hold and I just kind of move the mouse over in that direction, it highlights both recordings. And then if you're highlighting them like this and you let go of your mouse, it'll keep them selected. So again, just like this. So I do this a lot to select multiple files because it's just easier to do. And then once they're selected, you can hit the delete key on your keyboard and it'll say, do you want to delete multiple items? Are you sure? And then you just hit yes, and they're gone. And that's it. That's all you had to do.